Today we're going to be taking a look at the BESTARC MIG145 Flux Core machine. Now I'm super excited to be able to get one of these to test out. I actually reached out to them and asked if they would send me one for review, and they did that at no charge. So just to be transparent, I did not pay for this machine. It was sent to me for the purpose of doing some videos and reviews, but I've been using it quite a bit lately, and it delivers on almost every aspect you'd want in a flux core machine. So with that being said, let's get into this and take a look. So first things first, this is BESTARC's first, as far as I know, entry into an actual welding machine. They've been making the plasma cutters, which I have, and you can check out a video up in the corner there, and it was a great plasma cutter. This machine is flux only as far as wire fed goes. However, it will also stick weld and lift TIG. It has those options. It does come with an electrode holder for stick welding. I just don't have that with me here on the table. But if you want to do lift TIG, you'll have to purchase that separately, like most machines. This is a 145 amp machine, and it is 110 only. So that's one of the things that I would like to see change, but at this price point, you can't complain too much, and it works great on 110. So not a huge issue there unless you for some reason absolutely have to have the 220 option. I will say the display on this machine is one of the best as far as flux core machines go. You really have to have a solid performing and feature filled flux core machine these days. Just because there's so many out there that are at great price points, you really need to set yourself above the others and stand out. So they did very well on the screen displays and control on this machine, and it's very simple, easy to use, and user friendly. So big props to them on that. The other interesting part about this machine is that you can do 0.030, 0.035, and 0.040 wire with this machine. So that's a plus if you need to go up to that bigger wire. However, keep in mind it is a 145 amp machine, so that's still going to kind of limit you to what you can do with that bigger wire. So we've already gone over the screen. Of course, on the front here, you've got your connections for your leads. Now we're running electrode positive on flux core, but you do have the option to switch that if you are using the stick welding capabilities of this machine. And that is a great feature. There are some machines out there where you can't change any of that or stick weld at all. So that is a plus as well. Moving on from the front of the machine, this is a top load machine. So you got two latches here that are spring loaded, which is nice. Lift open the top. I like the top load machines because I normally have my flux core machines out, like on the table or on the ground next to me. I don't have a cart that I keep these on anymore. So the top load works for me. I can see better, get to everything, have plenty of room to do whatever it is I need to do up here. However, if you have a cart where you're going to be storing this underneath a shelf or something like that, the side door is nice because you don't have to worry about overhead clearance for it. But again, that is completely preference. In the lid here, and I'll give you a close up to this, there are some pictures showing what to do as far as wire and the feed system go. It also gives you a breakdown of the nozzle and stuff on your lead. So very clear, easy to follow. Nothing really to say. There's no words really. So the pictures do a great job. There is a chart in here with some welding information. Not all of it applies to this machine because it does cover some solid core wire with gas, which this does not have a gas port, so you can't do traditional MIG welding. This is a flux only machine when it comes to wire fed. On the back, you simply have your fan, grill, the power switch, and your cable. So there's nothing else going on in the back there. And like I said, this is 110 only. Very lightweight machine, easy to carry around. I've been using this, as I said, quite a bit lately. So I've been using it in here for anything I'm flux core welding currently, just because sometimes it's nice to not have to switch spools on the MIG machine to get that done. And it's performed excellent. I actually started teaching my wife how to weld with this machine when I got it, and she's really taken a liking to this one. So I got a feeling this one will be sticking around for a while. I've also taken this to my brother's house. He had a bogey wheel on his tractor mower deck break off. So I grabbed this machine, headed over there, and got it welded back on without any sort of issue. Performed great, and did the job we needed it to do. So if you see any scuffs or scratches, those were not on there when I got the machine. They've all been added by me moving this thing around, taking it places, and actually using it for its intended purpose. Now, if there is one drawback with this machine that I would like to see changed. Now, the 110, like I said, that's preference, and this performs great for its designated or designed purpose on 110. That's a different thing. That's not really a negative. It's just, it would be nice if it did this, but doesn't have to. The one thing that is a slight negative to me is the length of this lead is only about 5 feet. So you need to be pretty close to what you're working on, and just make sure you're aware that wherever you have this laying, to get there may get hot. Keep it off of there. I had close call on that myself, but just something to keep in mind. And if you're used to using this machine, it's not going to be an issue. Overall, I've been super happy with the performance of this machine, both in here and out of here. The price point is hard to beat for this machine. It's $129.99 regular price as of recording this video. Right now there's a coupon running for 20 bucks off, so that brings this down to like $109. I don't know how you can really beat that for the feature set that this machine has. You've got an absolutely fantastic display. The settings seem to be accurate. I mean, I haven't tested this machine as far as its output goes, but I've put it to where I think it needs to be, and it has welded just fine. So no complaints there for the price. You really can't go wrong even with this slightly short lead. It's still a great value. So let's get into some actual welding tests, and we'll give you some final thoughts here at the end.
This bug flew into the arc there and just completely fried himself.
So I'll start off addressing the wardrobe change. I started recording this video the other day and we had some pretty nasty storms roll through, so I had to stop recording. So it's a different day, it's different clothes, but to finish up this video, you just saw some close-ups of the welds that I did on just some rebar and plate there. Did fantastic on those. Decent looking welds, and definitely handled that just fine. But then the other thing I showed in the video was this clamp here, and it handled that just fine also. So no concerns with the performance of this machine whatsoever. I haven't had any feed problems. It works well every time, and it is becoming my go-to machine. I think for the price point and value that you get out of this machine, it is very, very difficult to beat. The menu is very simple. I know I didn't go too far into that, but there's just a few buttons, and it just, you press it to cycle through, and then you've got a knob for your amperage. This is a synergic welder, so you can set this by amperage and it'll adjust everything else, but you can also set voltage if you'd like to do that as well. So you've got some options there, and then of course you've got that stick and lift TIG capability. Like I said, comes with the electrode holder. There's not a whole lot to say about it. It stick welds very well, just as good as any other stick welding machine would, as long as you know how to stick weld. So very good there, and I've used this both here in the garage. I taught my wife how to weld on this, or started teaching her how to weld with this machine, and I also took this over and did some actual real repairs with it, and it handled everything I've thrown at it so far. Inside of here, I did forget to also mention there is a manual feed button underneath the lid here, which you saw in a video. I just forgot to mention it. So you do have that manual wire feed. Don't have to pull the trigger on the torch in order to do that. You can just start feeding it from inside, which is great while you're getting this thing set up. But overall, if you're a beginner or looking for a very, very portable and solid performing machine, definitely check this machine out. It is, at this point, one of the, if not my most favorite flux core machine that I have or have had. I've had several of them over the past couple years since I've been doing this, and this one so far just kind of checks all the right boxes. Like I said, only exception would be the length of that MIG lead itself. If it was a foot or two longer, this would be an absolute home run of a welding machine. Still not a bad machine by any means right now. Just as a convenience factor, I'd like to see that a hair longer, and some of the other machines do have one a little longer, but they lack some of the features that this has, and those features make up for it. So I will put a link to this down in the description below, as well as a link to the plasma cutter video from BESTARC that I have done. If you're looking for a plasma cutter and a flux core machine, definitely check BESTARC out. It'd be nice to have both of those machines under the same brand, and you just kind of know how their menus and systems work right away. You know it's a solid performing machine, and you'll be pretty much good to go there. And there's not a whole lot to complain about or ask for between the two machines. So give that a look, give the other video a look, and let me know what you think below if you have this machine. I really, really like it, and I was very, very pleasantly surprised